Well, good morning from just outside of Picton, where I am headed into the Marlborough Sounds, which you can see a little bit of behind me, for the last leg of the Sounds to Sounds journey that I've been doing in reverse. People normally start Sounds to Sounds in Ship Cove, which is where I'm headed, and that's where I'm going to be finishing up this route. I really can't believe it. I'm going to be staying in the Sounds tonight, so I'll either go out and finish up today and then double back and stay at the hikers accommodation that I've booked, or I will finish up in the morning. But either way, it's crazy to be here. I'm so grateful, and I'll share more along the way. All right, more later. Here we go. Well, I made it up and down the first section of the Queen Charlotte track that I'm doing from Anakiwa here to, well, a road that's about to meet the Timahia Saddle. There's the road. There's the track I just came down. Oh man, that was quite challenging. Really, really muddy and wet. So yeah, I was really careful and slow going, but I did it. I don't think I'm going to get all the way to Ship Cove today. I think I'm just going to go to Ferno Lodge and save the last little stretch for tomorrow, because this is requiring like every ounce of my mental concentration. And I don't think I have an extra 20K in me. Oh my gosh. It's really cool though, and it's cool to do it. So, all right, still have quite a bit to go. So onward, more later. There are just slips like this all along Kanipura Road. It's crazy, like the entire road has just fallen away. Okay, so for the Queen Charlotte track part of this ride, I had to stop a lot for walkers, but the road I've had almost entirely to myself. It's been really awesome. Well, I've just reached Kanipura Saddle. There we go. And the whole time that I was climbing up, I don't know if you can hear it, but at the farm, at the bottom of this hill, I don't know what's going on. Like, are they dying or breeding or something else? Anyway, it was sort of odd, very loud, non-stop animal noises. All right, well, back on the track and headed towards Ferno Lodge. So here we go. Well, I just had a little bit of a fall, really annoying one, a few hundred meters behind me, climbing up a hill and just like, I don't know, I ran into the wall. And then I fell and my handlebars sort of hit my chin right here. So I think it might have a little bit of a bruise tomorrow or something. But these really lovely German cyclists happened to be coming down just after. So we had a good little chat and I'm walking it off and only have a few Ks to go before Ferno Lodge. So, whew, but yeah. Oh, that was annoying. It's a challenging trail though. It's quite rocky and steep in places and quite muddy at the moment with a lot of fallen branches, I think, from all the storms. So, whew, yeah. All right, onward. Goodness, what happened here? This is like quite a repair job. Huh. Well, the bike and I made it in one piece to Ferno Lodge, which was such a welcome sight because the rain really started to come down as I was getting in. So I came in just in the nick of time and I'm so delighted to stay here. This is a beautiful lodge that has a mix of kind of fancy accommodation, but also hikers' cabins and hikers' bunks, which is what I booked into, which is awesome, just to have a roof overhead before the final stretch to Ship Cove tomorrow. So, phew. Glad to be here, glad to be in one piece. That was a challenging ride, but a good one. And yeah, I'm glad to have gotten here before the rain. Here's the view. All right, more later. Well, good morning. I am just getting ready to set off on what will be my last ride of the Sounds to Sounds journey in reverse. Headed to Ship's Cove this morning, which is the end of the Queen Charlotte track that I've been on for the last day. I had a lovely stay last night at the Ferno Lodge in their hikers' cabins and just really appreciated the warm bed and the warm fire as it was pouring rain last night. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit nervous about the ride today because it was already quite wet and slippery yesterday, and it rained a lot last night, but it's a short ride. It's like 18 kilometers. I'll take it slow and get off the bike when I need to and just try to really enjoy it because it is my last day of the Sounds to Sounds, which is just wild. So I guess I'll leave it there for now and share more from along the way. More soon. Well, I made it to the top of my first of 2 climbs for today. Woo! Oh, and I didn't die. That's good. I did fall a couple of times. Just not having enough momentum going up a rocky stretch. But it's par for the course. Oh, God. All right. Just one more big climb to go. And just enjoying this beautiful spot in the meantime. All right. Well, all of a sudden I'm here. That really snuck up on me. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm at Ship Cove. Wow. I got here faster than I thought I would. Oh, that feels good. I didn't die. That also feels good. I actually feel really proud of that ride. I rode most of it. I walked up a little section of the second hill at the start until I felt my legs were ready for it, and I rode the rest of the way. And yeah, that was challenging. It was really wet. It had rained a lot, and the track was really slippery and muddy and rocky, and yeah, and so it feels good to have done that without dying or suffering any other major injuries or crashes. Yay! Oh my gosh. Well, now I guess I'm gonna have a little bit of time here to just chill and take it in. I've got a couple hours before the boat I'm taking back to Picton comes in, so I'm gonna enjoy it and just savor this moment. I can't believe I'm here. Wow. I'm just heading over to see some of the information boards that they have about the history of the area. Well, this is a really cool set of information boards about the history of this area of what's now called Ship Cove. It's just a place that's had visitors, like Polynesian and then Maori people have been here for thousands of years, fishing and coming for food. And then James Cook came on 5 visits in the late 1700s, and his visits here were actually kind of the first visits to establish relationships between, I guess, European and Maori and Polynesian people in this area. So there's quite a rich history, and it's really interesting to read about it and to learn that the boats that Cook came on, the Endeavour and Discovery and so forth, are actually the names of the bays that you bike through. So there was just an Endeavour Bay this morning and Resolution Bay, and those were names of the different ships that James Cook came over on. So yeah, just really interesting, and a beautiful, beautiful spot and a beautiful day. It is so wild and amazing to be here. Well, I've had a little bit of time here at Ship Cove, and I think it's finally started to sink in that I've finished the Sounds to Sounds route in reverse, which means I've also finished my huge ride around New Zealand doing the Tour Aotearoa and then the Sounds to Sounds route, and I just feel so grateful. I mean, it has been such an extraordinary and beautiful and life-changing journey. And I feel so lucky to have ended up finding something that I just love doing so much that I want to keep doing it day in and day out in the way that I have for these last couple months. So I'm really on a high, and I'm feeling just incredibly fortunate and incredibly grateful. And very soon, the bike and I will be getting on a ferry back to Picton, and then I'll be taking another ferry back to Wellington and heading up to Auckland. somehow, either train or flight, because my extended sabbatical comes to a close in about a week and I'm going to be returning to work. But I don't think that this is the end of these adventures or my cycling journey. I think it's just the beginning. So stay tuned for more soon. I am really excited to keep doing this in new shapes and forms and see where it takes me from here. So I will look forward to sharing that along the way. I don't know where I'm headed yet, but I will soon, and I'll be sharing more as I go. And in the meantime, thank you so much for all the support and encouragement along the way. This has just been amazing. I've been so grateful to meet so many incredible people on this ride these last couple months, and look forward to more adventures soon. All right, see you soon. Getting on the boat, heading back to Picton. Goodbye, Ship Cove. Well, the bike and I are back in Picton, and I'm just getting ready to cycle out to my friend's house for the night. And whew, what a journey. It's crazy to be back here, and really wild to reflect on all the kilometers traveled over the last few weeks doing the Tour Aotearoa to the Sounds to Sounds reverse route. So grateful, and can't wait to see what comes next. So more soon.